when he gets into jams, he's able to get out of them. He has not allowed a lot of hits when guys are out in scoring position. He'll hope to continue that here in this one.
Stepping in, Kevin Kiermaier. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Hey, we got no outs.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. McHenry will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Who stands out to you, EK? Randall McHenry set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go. He's going.
Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
And that may have been an out-and-out guess right there. He had to figure they weren't going to throw over twice in a row, so he's running on first movement, and he makes it to second base safely.
Bottom of the second here with no score.
Drive that pitch, huh?
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. EK, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
And they've split the first 4 games on this road trip, so lately they're in a bit of a holding pattern, but they could be ready to break out right here.
Let's go right here.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hold the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. A look there at the most famous urban park in the United States, Central Park, set to go again here from Yankee Stadium. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jimmy Paredes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
High and deep to right center. McHenry racing back, still going back. And that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. Into the box, Randall McHenry. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far.
Hey, one time, right now.
And he falls behind 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, let's get you a shot of this reaction at the plate in show motion. You think he agreed with the call? I don't think he did.
Randall McHenry will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Hit hard on the ground to second. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let... Randall McHenry will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. And he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
And once he's seen that you've got a little loop in your swing, he won't be afraid to throw that pitch in a spot like this.
A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Hey, no one better right here.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. One left for the Yankees, but they still lead it 3-2. So the Yankees, of course, buoyed by a great start from this man here, Aroldis Chapman. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he turned in a really good performance. His fastball had some good life to it.
Hope your weekend's going well. Time for Saturday night baseball from Tropicana Field. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series. Jesus Reyes will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. McHenry has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And with that, a look at the...
He's been crushing the ball lately, hitting over 450 in the last 10 games. He's doing a great job of going with what he's given. He's making them pay when it's a mistake pitch.
Smiley comes set. First pitch on the way. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And Eric, as we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And they've gotten that overall record back to 500 with their most recent win, but they've got a ways to go before they're back in this thing, so they'll need to keep it going right here.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for Tampa Bay. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know? Rich Lopez strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he will check in with his first extra base hit of the year. It's a double.
That's great production.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rich Lopez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double. Randall McHenry heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Longoria is camped under this one. 1 gone.
The batter, number 13, shortstop.
Logan Forsythe will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. McHenry on the move, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 6-0 ball game. And he will pull into second with an RBI double. Bases are loaded here with one away. And standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman, Evan Longoria.
Got one. Hold him right here now, guys.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
And at the very least,
Rich Lopez digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big two-out AB right here, guys.
Fly ball out toward left center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the. Peter O'Brien steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today, and let's see if they can keep it going.
This one's flared toward left center. In there, a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with two away.
Good job there at keeping the inning alive. The runner on first gets a head start with a 3-2 count and two away, so it's an easy decision to keep on going around second. He makes it into third easily.
Randall McHenry will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. Smiley gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Hard liner toward short. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
Into the box, Jonathan Villar. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. O'Brien is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Austin Hedges will dig in. He doubled his last time.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
High in the air out to center field. Kiermaier shading to his right. And that's the third out.
Hey, now we've got two.
Rich Lopez will stand in. He flew out his last time up. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air.
I got it.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. One left for Tampa, but they're still in control, 7-0. Kevin Kiermaier strides into the box now, launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Belted high and deep into right center. McHenry racing back at the track. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run.
Center fielder number 24.
Into the windup and the pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to the show. Outdoor baseball now from the Warehouse District and Target Field here in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, the opener. Brandon Belt will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Lifted into the air to shallow center. In there, a base hit. Randall McHenry set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
A fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And EK, we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
And they've been as hot as anybody in the league recently. So all they need to do is keep playing the way they've been playing, and you have to say they stack up with anybody in baseball.
A runner on first with 2 away. Three and 0 now. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count.
Maybe even taken 2.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch, huh?
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, and it's now a 5-2 game.
Guys, how about this swing? I mean, once this left the pitcher's hand, I think it was just a question of how far this ball was going to go. And, man, that thing is getting up around the 484 now.
Miguel Sano strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Fly ball out toward left center field. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Around first, on his way to second now. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double. Leading off the inning, Randall McHenry, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Kurt Fenn will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton shading to his right. And that's the first out of the inning. Joe Encarnacion will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Taken for strike 3, the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Jake Lamb comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ballgame. And he will make it there with 2 bases to kick off the home 5th. Byron Buxton will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Lifted in the air to center field. McHenry on the move. And he makes the catch for the second out. Jake Lamb will dig in. He doubled his last time.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
Lifted the other way to left center. McHenry moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. J.R. Graham is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
63, J.R. Graham.
Randall McHenry will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ballgame on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. So now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Oh, that's a nice comeback.
Todd Coe will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down go the Twins in order. Randall McHenry will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And that's in there for strike 1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Here you go.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Yeah, he was trying to do something dramatic right there, but when you think about it, at this point in the ball game, all you need is base runners.
I got the count.
And
1 and 2.
look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So no runs here, no hits, no errors. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered more than once with runners in scoring position. Finished with 5 RBIs, and that was more than enough to lead his guys to victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been Broadcasting live from Oriole Park at Camden Yards here in Charm City. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series. At the plate, Randall McHenry, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, not his best effort right there. Luckily, he's still got another strike to turn things around.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Dixon Machado in now, hopped out in his first trip.
Come on, guys.
High in the air out to center field. McHenry moves over, and that's the third out. Stepping in, Randall McHenry. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
See it. Hey, let her fly, let her fly.
And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting. Dixon Machado will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around.
Well, he's putting the ball in play, but clearly getting under it too much right now. It'd be nice for him to stay through one right here.
Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. Leading off the inning, Randall McHenry, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Hey, here we go. Come on,
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, he probably won't have too big a dip in velocity the rest of the way. But the later this game goes, the more important it'll be to watch where his location is. That's probably the bigger concern.
In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
It didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with the running action on that 2-seam fastball.
Hard liner to center field. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts.
Kurt Fenn will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Souza will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Joe Encarnacion stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the 0-2. And a good curveball there, but he wouldn't bite. It's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
Split it, 2-2.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game.
Come on, big guy. Get yourself right here.
Christian Walker comes to the plate looking to deliver with the bases loaded and 2 men gone.
Well, these are those situations that kids go through in the backyard. Bases juiced, 2 outs. He needs to stay.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people, but you definitely can't overlook his contribution. He really played a great ball game.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Orioles win this one 6-4. So long from Baltimore.
7 men on base. The winning pitcher is Kevin Gossman. His record is now 8-1.
Now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. Get ready for Red Sox baseball next. So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. Anybody catch your eye, Eric? Stepping in, Randall McHenry. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
McHenry.
Liner toward right center. In there, a base hit.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count. Kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump ball.
Kurt Fenn will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game. A 1 pitch on its way. Hard liner toward short.
Find the ball.
And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. On to Alonso, but it won't be in time, and they'll just get the 1.
And here's why you always go in hard at second base. This could be a very easy double play ball, but you see the aggressive slide here. That really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up getting just 1 on that play. Excellent.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rusney Castillo. He flew out in his last at-bat. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. There to take it is VR, and that's the first out. Randall McHenry is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
You know, guys, these hitters have had a good look at that slider so far, and they've been told, let that thing go and wait for something better out over the plate.
Let's fly. Let's go right here.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Gotta say, they've done a pretty nice job laying off that tough changeup.
And I think you have to give some credit to that hitting coach. He's tried to tell him, that pitch is not going to be a strike. You got to wait and make him bring something up in the zone.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Throw over to first, and the runner back safely. We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with one out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Kurt Fenn will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Very softly hit to the left side. And a dive, but it just tips off his glove as it's by him for a base hit. And he is in there.
Well, nothing going right on the mound for him right now. This is going to be scored an infield single. And that's just going to make matters worse out there as that loads the bases.
Joe Encarnacion will be the batter. He singled home a couple in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield here would be big for these guys. It could score 2.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Calling for it, Betts. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home.
Take a turn, look,
and they will tack on another on the sac fly, make it a 5-2 game now.
And with one out and the bases loaded, this isn't the worst thing that could happen to you if you're out there on the mound. They do give up 1 run with the sacrifice fly, but with 2 outs now, they're much closer to avoiding what could have been a huge inning.
Colby Rasmus gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Throw to first in time, and you got to question that decision as this side is retired. Into the box now, Alexi Amarista. He reached on a single in his first try. Pulled toward right center field. McHenry giving chase. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's 1 away. Randall McHenry stands in. Reached on a walk in his last trip.
Center fielder.
Oberholzer pauses. Here's the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Come on, big guy.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Hey, be patient, get yours.
1-1, here it is. Hot shot to third. And he can't knock this one down as it zips right by him into left. Now the throw comes quickly into the third baseman, so they're at the corners now to begin the inning.
Yeah, a hot shot that time and a tough read down there.
Kurt Fenn gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. The tag put down by Amarista. He is out at second base.
Well, that's just a tough way to make the first out of the inning.
Todd Frazier gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. McHenry is there, and these fans won't like that as it's a 1-pitch out. Travis Shaw stands in. He got under 1 and popped out his last time up. Ready to deliver the 1-2. This one's blooped out toward right center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. Alexi Amarista will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Fenn onto the grass, and that retires the side. So they pick up 3.
Hey, see you to rip it up there.
Randall McHenry digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
You got it. No one bet. Let's go.
Betances sets. First pitch on its way. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Nope. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Hey, wait for yours here.
One pitch is a knuckle curve. He's in the hole now. 1-2. 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count. A big home run that turned out to be the decisive blow in the ballgame.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 6-5. So long from Fenway.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Boston Red Sox. 6 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base. For the Yankees, 5 runs.
As the sun begins to descend toward the desert floor, we welcome you inside Chase Field in Phoenix. Tonight, the first of 2 in this interleague.
Right,
settling in now, Randall McHenry. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Sharply hit ball back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
And you know the hitting coach right now is sitting in that dugout pumping his fist because that's what he's preaching all day, every day. Hit the ball up the middle.
Hey, like you can up there, huh?
Hyunjin Ryu comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. And he can't avoid the tag here, and he's out. Yusmani Tomas digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3. Ryu steps into his windup. Here's the 1-1. Lifted in the air to center. McHenry is camped under this one. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Right fielder number.
Randall McHenry is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
Randall McHenry.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard to short. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water.
The pitcher, Hyunjin Ryu, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here.
textbook sack situation here, guys.
Strike three called, and now he's one. Joe Encarnacion gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Ground ball right side.
Come on,
Owens
come on,
is
come
there.
on, come on.
Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the... Randall McHenry digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and just another
right
simple
here,
single to
Here
the
we
outfield
go.
here would be big for these guys. It could score too.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Now, the Yankees, with their 3 home runs now, still have a ways to go to match their record for a single game. Twice in their history, they've hit 8 of them, most recently in 2007. Down the third baseline. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And not in time as the second run scores. Hyunjin Ryu will stand in with a chance to help himself out big time here with a couple of men in scoring position.
And a lot of times, pitchers go up there just because they sort of have to. But here, if you go up and just think ground ball up the middle, you might get one home, maybe 2. This is a big-time chance.
Joe Encarnacion strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Come on, let it fly right here.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Backhanded. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Home half of the... Into the box now, Yasmani Tomas. He singled his last time up. Ryu comes set. Here's the 0-2. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. McHenry has a beat on it, and the inning is over. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into... Evan Marshall will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Randall McHenry checks his swing here on the first pitch, and it's 1-0.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Hey, your pitch, huh?
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. C.J. Cron will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. Around third and being waved on home. And he will score ahead of the play, and that'll cut things to 6-3 now. And the Yankees were given a big boost tonight by the performance of this man, Chris Carter. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah.
Afternoon baseball now from the desert Southwest and Chase Field here in downtown Phoenix. Today, the finale of this quick. Randall McHenry will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Hey, come on, big guy. Stay hot up there.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Owens has it. The second for one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Kind of lucky to get an out anywhere here. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and it doesn't have a whole lot of zip on it.
The pitcher, Nate Eovaldi, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up. And with a quick breather here, let's bring in a look at the defensive alignment for the Diamondbacks. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you get? Kurt Fenn will stand in. He singled to lead off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
And it was a nice at-bat, too, Matty. He looked really, really comfortable up there.
Hits this one hard the other way. Owens is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Fly ball out toward left center field. McHenry on the move, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And with that, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric? Randall McHenry steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far.
Come on now, one time, right here.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4. Randall McHenry ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. Before the first pitch, a check at first. And the runner back easily.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
You want to talk about a live arm? This guy's got one all right.
Hey, get your pitch up there.
Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And the runner back safely. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Here you go. See it up. Let it fly.
You won't see a guy fooled any more than he was there, as on 3 pitches he becomes outnumbered. Tyler Flowers will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Gone! Murray Cabrera will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
And that is down for extra bases. And with nobody out, we'll see if they want to wave that go-ahead run home. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 4-3 game.
What a clutch piece.
And, guys, the D-backs offensively were led this afternoon by the man you see here. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Diamondbacks are victorious here. It's another hot and muggy day in Miami, and the roof is closed as such for comfort at Marlins Park. Today we've got a good matchup ahead. Jose Fernandez gets the ball for Miami in this one. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's been great his entire career. Career ERA in the low twos. Every time out, keeps his team in the ball game, gives him a good outing. I expect to see the same here in this one.
Hit hard down the line. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Striding into the box, Brett Gardner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Gardner.
And Ellsbury's running. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Oh and 1, here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. To Gordon for one. On to first, the double play. So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, Matt, Jacoby Ellsbury is really a guy that's fueling this offense right now. He's one of the fastest guys in all of baseball. His speed can be the difference maker. Having that kind of speed on the base paths is a huge headache for opposing pitchers.
On the ground to third. Prado is there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Masahiro Tanaka, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, when you talk about starting pitchers, he's one of the most consistent there is in the game. He's got a career ERA in the low 3s. I expect him to throw a good ball game here in this one.
Castro is there to make the catch, and it's a one-pitch out to start the home first. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Steve, what do they need to do to get a win in this one?
I think you really have to focus on what the pitcher's going to give you. If he's going to pitch you away, you got to go the other way. That way you can string together a few hits to put up some crooked numbers in this game.
Christian Yelich is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Well, Kingsley's a pretty fair umpire. Sometimes a pitcher will get a call in the corners, but he rarely has people barking at him about a strike zone.
Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Beltran to the track, to the wall. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a solo home run for Christian Yelich as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
Batting third,
Giancarlo Stanton now.
Giancarlo Stanton.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Yeah, this pitch is just nowhere near the target.